You're not scrolling because you're bored. You're not binge-watching because you're relaxed. You're not gaming for hours because you're having fun. You're escaping, running from something, hiding from reality because facing it feels too uncomfortable, too demanding, too real. And you've become addicted to it, addicted to the escape, addicted to the distraction, addicted to anything that lets you avoid being present with your actual life. Every time reality gets difficult, you reach for your phone. Every time you feel uncomfortable, you open another tab. Every time you should be dealing with something real, you disappear into something digital, something easy, something that asks nothing of you. You think you're just relaxing, just taking a break, just unwinding. But you're not. You're avoiding. And that avoidance is destroying your ability to build anything real. If you're tired of running from your own life, if you're ready to stop escaping and start building, then stay with this. Subscribe now if you're serious about facing reality instead of hiding from it. Because what follows will show you exactly how this addiction is holding you back and how to break it. Let's begin. Look at your day honestly. How much time do you spend actually present in reality? And how much time do you spend escaping it? Scrolling feeds that make you feel worse. Watching content that adds nothing to your life. Playing games that simulate achievement while you accomplish nothing real. You're living in a constant state of distraction, and you call it entertainment, you call it relaxation, but it's not. It's avoidance. It's the refusal to be present with what actually matters. Marcus Aurelius wrote that you could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow. And this is exactly what you're doing. You could deal with your problems today, but instead you escape into distraction and tell yourself you'll handle it tomorrow. You could work on your goals today, but instead you disappear into entertainment and promise yourself you'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes, because when tomorrow arrives, it becomes today. And today is still uncomfortable, so you escape again and again, and the cycle never breaks because you're addicted to the escape itself. The addiction isn't to the content, it's to the avoidance. It's to the feeling of not having to face reality, not having to deal with difficulty, not having to sit with discomfort, not having to confront what needs to be confronted. And every time you escape, you reinforce the pattern. You teach your brain that discomfort equals escape, that difficulty equals distraction, that reality equals avoidance. You're training yourself to run from everything that matters. Think about what you're avoiding. Real conversations, difficult decisions, hard work, uncertainty, the gap between where you are and where you want to be, the work required to close that gap, the discomfort of growth, the fear of failure, the possibility of rejection. All of it is real, all of it is uncomfortable, and all of it gets worse the more you avoid it. Because problems don't solve themselves while you're scrolling. Goals don't achieve themselves while you're binge-watching. Your life doesn't improve while you're escaping from it. Seneca observed that people are frugal with their possessions, but wasteful with their time. They'll protect their money carefully, but throw away hours into distractions without thinking twice. And time, unlike money, cannot be recovered. Every hour you spend escaping is an hour you'll never get back. An hour that could have built something real, but instead built nothing. You know this. Deep down, you know it. That's why you feel guilty after hours of scrolling. Why you feel empty after binge-watching. Why you feel worse after escaping, not better. Because some part of you knows you're wasting your life, running from it instead of living it. But knowing isn't enough. You need to break the pattern. And the pattern breaks when you stop using discomfort as a signal to escape and start using it as a signal to engage. When you feel the urge to reach for your phone, pause. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What discomfort am I trying to escape? What reality am I refusing to face? And then, instead of escaping, face it. Sit with the discomfort. Deal with the problem. Do the work. This is hard at first. Your brain is trained to escape. It expects the relief. It craves the distraction. But if you can sit with the discomfort for just 5 minutes without reaching for escape, something shifts. The urge weakens. The discomfort becomes manageable, and you prove to yourself that you don't need to escape. You can handle reality. You can sit with discomfort. You can face what needs to be faced. And the more you do this, the less power the escape has over you. Epictetus taught that freedom isn't about controlling external circumstances. It's about controlling your internal responses. And right now, you're not free. You're enslaved by the need to escape, controlled by the discomfort you refuse to face, imprisoned by your own avoidance. But freedom is available. It starts when you stop running, when you stop letting discomfort dictate your actions, when you choose to be present with reality, even when reality is uncomfortable. This doesn't mean you never relax. It doesn't mean you never watch anything or play anything or scroll anything. It means you're intentional. You choose when and why instead of defaulting to escape every time life gets difficult. You watch something because you decided to, not because you're avoiding something. You scroll because you're choosing to, not because you're running from discomfort. The difference is control. Are you choosing or are you escaping? Most of the time, if you're honest, you're escaping. And that needs to stop. Start tracking it. Notice when you reach for distraction. Notice what triggers it. Is it boredom, stress, anxiety, fear, discomfort with silence, the gap between where you are and where you want to be? Whatever it is, that's what you're avoiding. And avoiding it makes it stronger. Facing it makes it weaker. So face it. When you're bored, sit with boredom instead of immediately filling it with distraction. When you're stressed, deal with the stress instead of numbing it with content. When you're anxious about something, address the source instead of drowning it out with noise. This is how you break the addiction, not by force, not by willpower alone, but by removing the function, by making escape unnecessary because you're no longer avoiding reality. And when you do this, when you stop escaping and start engaging, everything changes. You have time, suddenly, energy suddenly, clarity suddenly, because all the resources you were pouring into escape are now available for building. You can work on actual goals instead of simulating progress in games. You can have real conversations instead of scrolling fake connection. You can build real skills instead of consuming content about building skills. You can live your actual life instead of watching other people live theirs. This is what's on the other side of breaking the addiction. Not a life without entertainment, not a life without relaxation, but a life where you're present, where you're engaged, where you're building something real instead of escaping into something fake. This channel is for men who are done running from their own lives. If you're tired of escaping, if you're ready to stop avoiding reality and start building it, then the work starts now. Put down the phone, close the tab, turn off the show, and sit with whatever you've been avoiding. Feel the discomfort, face the problem, do the work. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not when it's comfortable. Now, today, while it's still uncomfortable, because it will always be uncomfortable, and waiting for it to get comfortable is just another form of escape. Stop escaping, start engaging, stop avoiding, start building. Stop running from reality and start creating the reality you actually want. Because you're addicted to escaping, and that addiction is costing you everything. Your time, your potential, your life. Break it. Starting now. Choose reality. Choose presence. Choose the discomfort of growth over the comfort of escape. That's freedom. That's strength. That's what it means to actually live instead of just existing in a constant state of avoidance. Stop escaping, start living.